All right, cycle 1, week 22. Let's get into it. This is what we did today. So for timeline, we did timeline detective. We just sat on the floor with our cards, laid them out on the floor, and I would have the kids close their eyes. I flipped over one and kind of covered the back of it with my hand because I have a couple that can read. And then I would have them guess which one I flipped over, and then we would sing through the song. Well, if they didn't know what it was, we'd sing through the song till we got to that one, and then sing through the rest of it. And then even if they did know, which several times they were able to guess right away, we went ahead and sang through the song to get our 7 repetitions in. For math, we used my little cards here, my magnetic cards that I make. So we talked through the equations, the commutative law, and then I handed these out, and so the kids came up to the board and took turns building the equation. So A times B equals B times A. So we just did that several times and talked through those. I love any of these where I give them the cards and they get to put them in order or put them in a line, whatever. They love that. Oh, I forgot. We did the cards a couple times, and then I gave them dry erase markers and had them come up 4 at a time to the board. I have 8 kids, so I had 4 markers, so I had 4 come up and then 4 more. And I let them each take a turn writing them because I felt like those are pretty simple. I had it on the board so they could reference it. So if you have the very youngest classes, wouldn't work for you, but mine are a step up from the youngest, and so they were all able to write their A's and their B's and copy that down. So they enjoyed that too, getting to write on the whiteboard. For history, pretty much the same as I always do. I used the Driven by Grace hand motions. She has several for the years, and I just find the numbers to be too hard for me and for the kids. So I skipped those, but I just went with her British North America Act, established Dominion over Canada, Canadians gained total independence from Britain in 1982. French is spoken in the province of Quebec. So as always, I linked her video. Go watch the original because I'm copying hers and mine may not be right, but I just try to show them to you real quick here, but go check out her video. So we did that a couple times. The song is really fun and bouncy this week. And then we used my history visual cards here, and the kids always love to do those and put those in order. So put those up a couple times on the whiteboard, and then we were done with that. For geography this week, we used our little googly eyes. I have these little googly eye finger things here that I let them put on their fingers, and after we've talked through where everything is and traced it, then they take it around and show their little googly eye person, their finger, where those things are on the map. For science, we did Driven by Grace hand motions. So we did cold, warm, stationary, we stood still, and occluded like this. So we went through the hand motions a couple times, and then we said while holding our nose, while talking slow like a turtle, with a mad voice, and then like we were underwater. They just always think the silly voices are so hilarious. For English, the song that I use with my kids at home and that I've been using in class with my students at CC is to the tune of the Ants Go Marching. And so we marched as we sang the first part of the song. So we sang the definition of a linking verb from 2 weeks ago, and then it goes into feel, become, remain, taste. And so we just sang that part of the song and stopped and marched around. And then for Latin, we did exercises like we've been doing every week for the second semester as we listened to the song. So we did squats, we balanced on one leg, and then we balanced on the other leg. So really simple, not a whole lot of like extra things this week, just kept it simple and very stick in the sand, I suppose. For fine arts, I used for orchestra, Stephanie Laughlin's videos. They're wonderful. So I just took down a couple notes that she talked about Mozart, shared that with my class at the beginning. I just told them, so if you don't know, you haven't already listened, the piece of music for this week is like 11 minutes long. So it's hard to you can't really get the 3 listens in anyway. And it's hard to get anything else in. So I just very quickly was like, hey, the last 2 weeks we've been talking about the Baroque period. This week we're moving into the classical period, talking about Mozart. I gave just like a really quick 30-second bio of him, basically the ages at which he started different things, which I copied all from Stephanie's video. And then we did talk about the ABAC, ABA pattern, I guess, in the song that we're listening to and the concerto we're listening to, kind of pointed that out, talked to them about what to be listening for, and then I had everybody get down on the floor under one of our tables and with their blankets and their stuffies, whatever, get cozy, turn off the lights, and we listened to it 2 times because it was so long. So the first time through, I paused it and I pointed out different things. Again, I cannot do this by myself. I don't know any of this stuff on my own. I just listen to Stephanie's videos each week and like listen to her a couple of times, take some notes on it, and then take that and use that to be what I tell my kids. So I did use this listening guide, not for the kids. So the first week I gave the kids this and we walked through it for the first week of orchestra. But for this week, I felt like that was way too much for them. I just kept it for myself and I was able to look at things and point some different things out as we listened. So for the first one, I paused and pointed out various things to them. And then the second time through, just turned it on and, you know, let them listen quietly on their own. So, and they just do so great. I know a lot of people say that's too much. It's too, you know, for them to sit still. And I know for some kids it is a lot to sit that still, but so far mine have just done fabulous with it. So, don't underestimate your kiddos. Anyway, so that was orchestra, really simple this week. And then for review, we played Ouch, which is a game I found in the Tutor Facebook group where it's a bunch of Band-Aids. They look like Band-Aids, and on the back of them, it either has an ouch or it has a subject. Like there's history, there's geography. So I just held them out. The first time I did it, like last semester, I had a box that looked like a Band-Aid box kind of, but the lid kept popping off. So for this semester, I just switched it to one of these little crayon boxes from like Dollar Tree. So it didn't look like a Band-Aid box, but I just held them in my hand, held them out to the kids. They drew one. If it was an ouch, they just yelled ouch really loud. We didn't do points or anything this week. And then if it was math, then we did some math, or if it was timeline, then we reviewed some timeline. So that's what we did for review. And that was it for week 22. Super simple. And yeah, I hope that helps. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.